Assalamualaikum and Salam Malaysia Madani. I bid to all the respected judges, beloved teachers, friends and fellow audience. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader is a quote attributed to Margaret Fuller, a prominent 19th century journalist, women's rights activist and literary critic. This shows us that reading can lead us to self-development, which is essential for leadership. But then, what book should we read? That's why I'm here today to assist you to pick a book that has both morals and benefits for you to become a great leader. Hi, my name is Anees Syarah Zarifah binti Zulkiflee from Sekolah Menengah Kebahasaan Lepar Hilir CEA 4076. For your reference, I have a passion for drawing, reading, and storytelling. One day, I hope to turn these skills into a career as a successful comic artist who shines internationally while carrying the name of Malaysia with pride. Other than that, allow me to inform you that I have achieved an excellent result from my UP1, which contains 4 A's and 4 B's. To be honest, I consistently achieve excellent results since I was in Form 1, which have kept me among the top 3 students in my class. Additionally, I was selected as one of the students to be our school's Duta Sasiah or Characters Ambassador in 2024. For co-curricular activities, I always join Scouts activities that was organized by Pahang Scouts Federations, such as Scout Day Out, Journey to the Prehistory Era Raya Edition at Dinosaur Encounter Zoo Teruntum, IIUM Scouts STEM Festival 2025 at IIUM, and the Pahang International Scout Festival that was held annually. Besides that, I also participated in MSSD chess competition since 2024 and Bicara Buku competition since I was in primary school until now. Not to forget, I was also one of the pengawas pusat sumber sekolah or school library prefect and handles a program under the collaboration of our school library and MBM MBI, which is called Let's Eat and Read at Our Canteen. Also, during 2024, I was participated in a program called Program Jejak Minda Pembaca at Perbadanan Perpustakaan Awam Pahang, which is an exclusive program only for school library prefects in Kuantan, and I was chosen to be one of the best participants for the program. And last but not least, during 26th and 27th of May, my friend and I are participated in Camp Sangga Bahasa Generasi Madani Bahasa Inggeris Daerah Kuantan that was held in SMK Pelindung. During the last day, I was chosen to perform a 3-minute speech on their stage as a representative of my group. Now, enough with the chit-chat and let's go to the next topic. As you can see right here are the 5 books that I have read this year. The first one is Jujutsu Kaisen Official Guide, which contains information about one of my favorite anime or Japanese cartoon series, which is Jujutsu Kaisen. The next one is The River of Adventure, which follows the story of 4 children and 1 parrot with their adventures. The next one is The Tiger Rising, which teaches us to have empathy and not to judge others based on what's visible. Remember, don't judge a book by its cover. And the best part is the last novels, which is Beyond That City and Casters of Everville. This is because both of them are written by Malaysia's author, which is Osman Did and Evelyn Yet. However, the novel that I will talk about to you today is the local science fiction novel, which is Beyond That City. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, Beyond That City was written by Osman Bin and later published by Bookyard in 2023. It contains around 144 pages, which is a suitable amount to read during leisure time when you have nothing to do. My dearest audience, what if the story of your life is narrated by the voice in your head? The story is about Rumi, a young man who develops schizophrenia who has a voice that narrating his life without stopping even a minute. Significantly, Malaysia has been infected with flesh-eating zombies. In a world that is full of blood, Rumi must try to survive and find his family in Perak no matter what happens. During the chaos, Rumi encounters Eve, an albino vampire who is being chased by the police. Despite the different conditions, Eve was willing to help Rumi reunite with his family since she has nowhere to go. With Lipos that narrating Rumi's life in such a funny way, the duo fights through hordes of zombies and rests temporarily in a shopping mall where they found survivors, including Dr. Hazirah, the doctor that treated both of them. During the stay, the duo decided to travel to Perak with the easiest vehicle, which is a bicycle since none of them know how to drive. Along the journey, Rumi faces not only zombies, but his past traumas and mental challenges. Luckily, there are Eve and Lipo who helps distract Rumi from his internal battles. Reaching Perak seems within reach, yet their journey is becoming haywire after a crazy uncle is chasing both of them. Turns out this uncle is a father of the zombies that Rumi had attacked earlier. The uncle was riding a motorcycle and finally crashes into both of them. In the end, the story left on a cliffhanger when Lipo suddenly stops narrating. My fellow audience, the reason I choose this book is because of the author's style of writing the story. This is because the sentences are straightforward and easy to understand. Furthermore, he also puts some humor in it that makes us laugh, even in the serious moments. For instance, Lipo, the voice that narrates Rumi's life, is always narrating it in a way that makes us laugh. Subsequently, the reason I choose this book is because of Subsequently, this book is very good to read because it is a representation of mental health towards younger audience. For me personally, this is an eye-opening and makes people realize that this condition is not the fault of the patients. Instead, we should help them to control their emotions or conditions so that they can live on normal lives. In particular, the story is also expressing a father's love towards his daughter. This can be seen when the crazy uncle said to Rumi, "If you hurt my daughter, then I will hurt you too," which show how much a father is willing to sacrifice and get revenge for his daughter. Teachers and friends, in a nutshell, I think this is a very good book and I recommend it to everyone because it has an interesting storyline and a rare ending. The price is only 15 ringgit and I can assure you that this novel will blow your mind. That is all from me. Thank you for listening.
Alright, thank you, Anees Syarah. Now I have a few questions for you. The first one is, could you please explain on how the main character solved his issue and how you can apply it in your daily life?
For your information, Rumi started to develop his schizophrenia and trauma from his abusive father. Fortunately, he tries to overcome his trauma by seeking for treatment at the psychiatric clinic of Hospital Kuala Lumpur. Overall, I think it teaches me to ask for help when I am struggling. To illustrate, I will talk to my mother or my counseling teachers when I'm feeling down.
Alright, thank you. Now the second question. In your opinion, is mental health awareness important to be introduced at school level? Why?
From my perspective, I think mental health awareness should be introduced to the younger generation because it is important for them to know what to do if they happen to have a mental disorder. After all, there is an idiom that sounds like strikes while the iron is still hot.
Alright, thank you. Now the last question. How do you make reading fun?
Well, for me, I make reading fun by choosing a cozy place to read, like on my bed, in the library, and many more. This is because when I'm comfortable, I can read my book leisurely without thinking of the outside world.
Alright, thank you, Anees Syarah. That is the end of the session.
Thank you.